And now the Asian Development Bank, ADB, has suggested that the governments of disaster-prone Asia-Pacific nations focus on policies for the prevention of future humanitarian crises caused by climate change. ADB's latest report, entitled Addressing Climate Change and Migration in Asia and the Pacific, released on Tuesday in Thailand's capital, Bangkok, indicates that natural disasters have continuously caused displacement of more than 42 million people across Asia and the Pacific, mostly migrating from small cities to the region's megacities. To improve migration management, the report suggests that international agreements should be formed together with greater investments in urban infrastructure and basic services. Governments of Asia-Pacific nations have been urged to work with private sector to introduce sea-level index-based insurance, catastrophe bonds, and weather derivatives to draw investors into financing and managing the risks posed by climate change. Governments also need to make sure that migrants' rights are fully protected and that all migrants have equitable access to education, health, water, and sanitation.
Yes. The infrastructure is, as you rightly said, the Asian countries in general have spent quite a bit on infrastructure and they need to spend even more. But this is an opportunity that in investing in future infrastructure projects, one can look at green investments or opportunities, alternative investments to those infrastructure, as well as including climate change adaptation measures as a part of that infrastructure.
The ADB report stated that climate change has caused problems across the ASEAN region, including rising sea levels that affect citizens living along coastal areas in Thailand, as was evidenced in the flooding in Bangkok late last year. It added that rising sea level also threatens to drown important rice-growing land in the Mekong Delta region of southern Vietnam, as well as eastern Cambodia, whereas Philippines and Myanmar were among the world's 10 countries most vulnerable to climate change.